The question for everyone will be, how will you address Cebu City's persistent flooding and drainage issues? And what are your plans to ensure the effective implementation of existing projects like gabion dams, retention ponds, and the drainage master plan?
Let's look at it this way. In our platform, it is very clear about environment. In our platform, it's also succinct that we cannot escape that the flooding is really a matter. That's why I created Task Force Gubat sa Baka. That's why I created Task Force Gubat sa garbage. And all of these that had augmented, aggravated. Let's all just put our sleeves all together and even adapt. Because I've been to Singapore, the sluice gate, because we are what we call high tide, low tide. When it is low tide, what's going to happen? When it is high tide, then the water from the sea gets into, that's why in Colon, it's always been a big problem. But there is a solution. There is a solution. Gubat sa Baha, even 3-meter easement recovery, Gubat Basura, all of this environmental concern requires everybody's participation. We all have this in our platform. Bring me back to the city of Cebu. The right people are there, we will just let them implement it. We have done it before, we will continue it, and we'll do it, for together we can make things happen. Thank you.
In our program to make Cebu City a disaster resilient city, I will just go back to the training that I have received in my different educational endeavors that I have undergone. I graduated from Asian Institute of Management, majoring in Strategic Disaster Risk Reduction Management Program. So, more or less, when I decided to run for mayor of the city of Cebu, we made our own disaster resilience study. We made our own disaster preparedness study. So in so doing, we have identified, based on geohazard mapping, what are the rivers that have contributed to flooding in the different areas of the city. What are the different low-lying areas? We have identified it based on geohazard mapping, based on historical data. We have identified that there are certain areas in our city that is very prone to flooding. What are we doing in it? We will be implementing a comprehensive drainage master plan. We have been into different drainage master plans that our city sometimes do not know which drainage plan to implement. So what we will be doing, there is a study being done by JICA to implement a comprehensive drainage master plan. Let's wait for the result of that master plan, and let's see if the plans that we have in providing more gabion dams in the upland barangays, more booster pumps. Why booster pumps? That is an immediate solution. There are low-lying areas in our city that if you provide booster pumps, we offset the water so that it will not go and reach a certain area that will be dangerous to the residents. You cannot prevent flooding. Again, it is part of climate change. You cannot prevent rain. You cannot prevent the high tide. But we can offset the damage that it will cause to the lives and to property of our residents. Thank you so much.
And these are the plans. The first plan is to desalt. The second one is declogging. The third one is enforcement of the laws. Enforcement because we have what we call as the rainwater catchment ordinance. We push for it, and we have segregation, and we need to have a good, what we call a solid waste management plan. The next thing is we need to pursue what we call as the catchment. The catchment is that we are going to catch the water that's going down so that it will not be going to the city. It just actually restore the water table at the same time it would be used for the farmers. The last one is the comprehensive master plan, because from there you can make plans already on how to do it piece by piece. Right now we're doing piece by piece. One barangay, naghimo og project. Paghimo og project sa barangay, gipadaka nila ang culvert. Pagpadako sa culvert, what happens? Nidako ang dinhi nga barangay, ang gamay spikas. So when it rains, ang katong dako nga area, katong na solution, wala na flooding, but the flooding is actually in the next barangay. So again, drainage master plan should be there that includes all cities that's actually within the city so that makabalota unsay buhaton. Okay? That's it.
Okay, sakto tong tanan nga mga observation, no? Kulon, Manalili, Plaridel, Tipadilla, General Ichabis, Tagunol, bisag usara ka oras nga uwan, basta kusog nga uwan magbaha dayon. So, unsa may sulbad na to ini, unsa may rason. Kung itugot sa Ginoo si Mr. Ko makalingkod as mayor, number 1 na tong buhaton, stop is OP. Oh, kay dako ni og na-contribute nga ang atong syudad modali og baha. Actually, ang Cebu City dili ni pareho sa Manila, no? Manila is pertig yung pataga, pertig yung patag kay dito libil nas dagat. Lahi ang terrain sa Cebu City padulhog. Buti pasabot og mag-uwan bisan pag ka semana, mudritso na sa dagat ang kining atong tubig. Pero ngano, unsay nahitabo nga mo stack up man, tungod sa kagagmay sa mga imburnal, nakanuti siguro mo ni ana. So, usanas mga rason nga og kinsa man ang kontraktor nga gusto pod magkaginansya og minilyon, so natural og ako'y kontraktor, ako na lang nang butangan og gagmay nga imburnal, so ang mahitabo mo stack up gyud na diha. So do na pay mga kaigsuona nato nga mga guwat sinanggo nga mubutang og mga basura si Lupin, witik, labay dayon didto, mo nay usa sa mga hinungdan. Now, ang solusyon nga akong nakita ana diha nga butangan gyud nato og kanang klaro gyud nga mga imburnal. Katong giingon engineer Juan, dako tog na contribute pod nga ang pikas dagkog imburnal unya ang pikas barangay o pikas nga street gagmay sumresulta na og baha. So mao na ang akong nakita nga sulbad kana yung dagko nga mga imburnal atong ibutang kung mahitabo itugot sa Ginoo makalingkod ta as mayor of Cebu City. Daghang salamat.
Daghan kaayong salamat, Mr. Julieto Ko.